my internet doesn't act up.
No, we'll be fine. Yes. Well, yeah, maybe in your neighborhood, we'll be fine. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, or good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to Alien's Joy this week. I have a wonderful episode again with a local guest and boutique owner, and I'm going to introduce you to her. You know, in Alien's Joy, we like to always empower women, and through our stories and our own experiences, we like to empower you. So if you have a dream of owning a boutique or a shop for yourself, then listen in today because it is a challenge, it is hard work, and it is wonderful, and it is an amazing dream as well, an amazing opportunity. I have Shannon Steakley Anderson on the show today. Welcome, welcome, Shannon. She is the owner of Market Street Nest in Mabank, Texas, and worked in the corporate world, believe this, for 39 years in the utility industry. She did 18 years with Sprint and 21 years at TVEC. This is in Texas. Electric Cooperative. All those years in customer service, where I know Shannon from, we go a long way back when I met you first. And you do know, definitely do know how to treat people because that is your experience in customer service. So you
Yes.
stayed in the corporate environment when you purchased the boutique store, The Nest, in 2017. And this is the amazing thing. She kept working in corporate and kept her full-time job in the boutique for 6 years. Now, when was it? Last year you retired and
Last
you
July.
can be full-time in the store, enjoying it all and get more awesome things for us to buy. So welcome, Shannon. Thank you so much for being on today. I love
Thank you for
it.
having
I love
me.
it. I love it. So I want to first start with asking you that, well, you are local here in Texas. You were born in Texas. You came back in our small town Mabank and you worked all those years in the corporate. Was there ever a moment that you were already having the dream of being your own business owner when you worked all those
You
years?
know,
Or did that come just like boom?
maybe not. No, it was kind of an accident that we ended up with the boutique.
Right.
I was always more comfortable in the corporate world because I always had insurance and benefits, and that's the way I liked it.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
but I worked long enough now. I'm retired and I still have insurance and benefits, so that's
Yes.
great.
Yes. Yeah. So you could retire and then say, okay, I'm gonna just sit on the couch. Or I'm gonna buy this store, this boutique from my then friends, of course, right? We were all connected here. We know a lot of people around us. So you decided just to dive in, not really with this big dream, like, oh my gosh, I wanted to do this all my life, but just like I'm gonna try it out.
Well, how it got started is some friends put in a wine bar in Maybank,
Yeah.
and they were going to have half of the building vendor spots.
Oh,
And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to just give me a little spot in there. And my spot was like 6 by 9 uh,
yes.
space.
Yes.
And I put a few things in there. And I'm a shopper. I've always loved to shop. I got
Yeah.
that from my mother. And people have always told me I have good taste in my clothing and things like that. So I thought, well, I'm just going to, get me a booth in the wine bar. And that was easy peasy because all I had to do was keep it stocked.
I
Uh,
remember that. You just reminded me of that. Yes.
yes. And
Yes.
so they really did everything. They had the employee who worked in there and
Yeah.
they paid the taxes. I didn't have any payroll or anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was coming close to my 6 month lease, and some things were starting not to work out. So I was thinking, I was sad. My husband knew I was sad, and I was going to get out of there. And we were walking downtown Maybank, and one of the city council members who I was on the city council with said, "Did y'all know the nest is for sale?" And so on the way home, my husband said, my husband wasn't even my husband at the time, he was my boyfriend. And he said, "You want to buy the nest?" And I'm like, "What? Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
anyway, long story short, we bought the nest.
Yes, and that was
So,
indeed the question of, are you crazy? What are you thinking? We could
yeah,
be at the beach every weekend. So I'm gonna retire soon. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And
So,
you dove in. You literally
yeah,
dove in. And you do
I
have
did.
a taste, and it's a fabulous place. It's beautiful. I
Thank
always
you.
love to come in. You have a large variety of items and clothing and shoes, from candles to jewelry to gift items. How do you find everything? You just, yeah, you just go to market and you just try to find out what the trends are.
I do go to market. It can be overwhelming at times. When I first went, I couldn't believe it. It was so overwhelming.
Yeah,
But luckily, my husband, he does like to shop with me sometimes.
yeah,
So another way we find things is we go out of town, um, and we stay in bed and breakfast and things like that, and we shop other shops. And I can talk to the shop owners and say, "Well, this is really cute. Does it
yeah,
sell well for you?"
yeah, yeah,
Um, but never close to home. We always go, at least an hour or two away,
yeah,
and go
yeah.
do a couple of nights. And that's where I found a lot of my items. And then, of course, at market, as well.
Yeah.
So, and online, I do
Yeah.
I do it all.
That is a good idea. I'm thinking this is work travel. This is great, right? I'm just going to travel and I'm going somewhere else and see what works. And you can always, and you are an owner, so you can ask somebody else, where do you find these items? What is the wholesale on it? How can I
Yes,
purchase, et cetera, et cetera. It is so much work. When it comes to me, I'm thinking SKUs, right? I'm going, oh my goodness, how do you keep up with so many items and inventory? in
yes,
in you know in a boutique? You really have to learn that. Yeah,
yes. We have a point of sale system. We couldn't do it without that because I'm trying to remember when I run my reports. I probably have 7,000 items in the store, and
wow.
but some of it might just be a little trinket,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's a lot to keep up with.
yes,
So,
yes, it's a lot, absolutely.
mhm.
And it is all now on automatization. I can't find the word. It's all computer, so you have a system for it.
Yes,
Everything that you purchase or that you need to repurchase or that sells, you can see that now. So there are systems for that,
yes.
programs for that.
I
Yeah.
can see my inventory, and it's all also connected to my website. So,
Yes,
it,
so
it
that's a
works
whole other
together.
story. You do have a website, so if I cannot find an item in the store, then it's probably I can probably purchase it through the website, right? So you have a lot more there on the website
Yes,
in the boutique itself. Yeah,
yes. I work with a warehouse that, so my last job for 21 years was an electric co op. And I learned a lot about the co op world. Well, now this warehouse I work with, it's similar to a boutique co op. They offer the items to us basically risk free.
yeah.
They are connected to my point of sale and they can sync the items over to me. And then I choose whether or not I publish them on my website.
If you like it or not for
So,
your clients, yeah,
yes, so it's a lot of boutiques that belong to this warehouse, but um, I can make a fill request for people, like people that want plus sizes. I've tried them in the store a couple of times and they don't sell for me.
yeah,
But this warehouse has plus sizes. And so on my website, I have extra small all the way to 4X.
yeah,
And if there's one shirt that comes in 6 colors,
yeah,
then I have them in all those sizes and all the colors on
yeah,
my website. To whereas in the store, I couldn't do that because of spacing issues. If I
yes,
find a shirt I like that comes in 6 colors, I usually just buy it for the store in one color because I don't have room,
yes,
for
yes,
that. So it works pretty good. It takes a little time to publish it out and
yeah,
everything, but it's just a few hours a week for me to get it all set up,
yeah.
and it's done well for us.
Yes, yes, it looks really awesome. I love it. And you can see that there's a lot more choices. And I would think that if you have the storefront that in the store itself, usually it's probably small, medium, large what sells, right? And then if people are going to the website, if they want another size, they can find it there. Absolutely.
Yes,
So you can just keep a few items in the store. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
It
that
works
makes a lot
well.
of sense. And you can also just fill requests. So if people say, I would like this, I would like that. How do you get to know? You have a lot of experience with people and with what they want and what they tell you. So how do you ultimately get to know people's taste? How do you feel that you're tuned in with that?
Well, I'm really just now being able to do that because when I worked full time, I wasn't in the store very often because I
Yeah,
was at work.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
I started out working every Saturday, and I got really tired really quick because
yeah,
working 6 days a week.
yeah,
So, but now that I'm retired, um, I do work in the store during the week. So I'm really getting to know my customers when they come in. I'm remembering their first name, um, and that's what people like. But let me tell you, my manager Dee Dee and my other employee Angie, they've both been with me a long time. Dee Dee's been with me since probably
yeah,
6 months after we bought the store, and they come in to see her and Angie,
yeah,
and I will ask them, what do you think our customers would like? Because
yeah,
they know our customers inside and out.
yeah.
But I'm just now getting that privilege. But and I'm learning. It just takes a little while to get to know people.
I
And
would think so, yeah.
because of Facebook, I do videos and stuff. People recognize me, and I don't recognize them. And so I'm getting better to where I do recognize people when I'm in the grocery store, and they say, "Oh, you're the girl with the videos," and so I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
"Yes, yes,
Like that commercial on TV, like Phil, Peter, yes.
yes, I
Yeah,
know." It's
it's
like,
it's
oh,
it's it's just that's forgiven. People forgive you for that. I mean, you see so many faces. I've had
yes,
for years in the business too, and sometimes I don't remember if people for a long time ago were with me or not in one of my groups or classes. So yeah, you're forgiven if you run a big operation like that, and you
yeah.
are extremely good on social media. We just
Thank
talked
you.
about that before we started. It's the whole live thing, and Shannon will show you and wear what she has new in the store. She'll wear it, she'll show it, she'll open and close it, lift it up and throw it back down. And so that you can really see. I love that about you. You just like throw it on and show it. And that's so important because that way we got a real good feel for how things feel, how things
Right.
fit, and if they're just really worth it to go look at, right? So I love that, and you're good at that.
Thank
Now,
you.
if that's always in that time frame of we're trying to get away from the 5 minutes promoting something, because the
Yes,
thing is with social media right now that we learn that we all have very short attention span. Right, so we gotta grab that first
yes,
couple of seconds with that item before when we promote it, because people just like scroll, 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 scroll. So
yeah. That's
absolutely,
right.
that's a given. Yes,
Yes.
yes. But you're doing a great job. Is there any other social media outlets that you use? Do you use Pinterest or do you use Instagram?
I do. Let's see, Facebook. I have two Facebook pages, the business page and
Yeah,
then a VIP page.
yeah.
And I think what happened years ago was when Facebook started the algorithm and nobody was seeing your post, the
Mm,
idea was to start a group
yeah,
and call it your VIP page or whatever.
yeah.
And then supposedly, if you posted something, everybody in the group saw it. So all the boutiques jumped on that bandwagon. And now they've got the algorithm in groups as well.
Yeah.
So I still think my group is more active. I have over 6,000 people on my business page and only like
That's a
3,000
lot.
on. Thank you. It's not a lot compared to a lot of boutiques, but anyway, it's good.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
anyway, on my group page, I only have a little over 3,000, but I still get more interaction on that group. So there is a difference. So I have the two Facebook pages. I have Instagram, and those three are my most active. Um, At one time, I had my Twitter connected and it would post at the same
Mm,
time, and I've
yeah,
lost that connection. So I've got to get back working on that. I do have a Pinterest, and I lost that connection too.
yeah,
Y'all, technology is unreal. And
yeah.
at my age, I have to get help with it a lot.
I
So,
know. No, I know. Yeah, I
and I
agree.
worked in a technology department for 3 years. So it's not like I don't understand, but it's just ever changing and it's so much.
Yeah.
People sometimes will call me and say, I'm thinking about opening a little boutique. Like, would you help me? And I'm thinking, you have no idea what all is involved
Yeah,
because it I like I tell people I left my 8 to 5 to work 24/7,
yeah,
and that's
yeah,
basically what I do.
yeah,
So I'm at the store during the day, and then I'm at home at night on
yeah,
my computer.
yeah,
Um, and it's the making videos and oh, I have TikTok too, videos and doing TikToks and
yeah.
the
Yeah,
photography.
I think for you, for the Facebook groups and TikTok, that would be great. Those two outlets. Yeah.
Yes,
And sometimes I have the same problem. I think sometimes there's just too much. I
yes,
went
it
away from
is.
Twitter because it is more an opinionated kind of deal, right? What X is now is opinions and or news or EU
Yes,
politics, right? We don't go there. So we have items or we have goods, like I have services, right? And so that
right.
is I don't think that was the right for me, but I feel you because I have to sometimes go to Facebook and make sure that automatically it goes to Instagram if I want to keep those two alive. Right?
Yes,
And it's a lot of work. It is. I mean,
you
as
have to learn to
an
use Meta.
entrepreneur, yeah, yeah,
So
exactly. Yes. And then in the middle of the night, here I come bugging you because she's so busy, I can't find her, people. So I have to go everywhere and had the wrong number. But
yeah,
yeah, you're so busy that we're still, and the same here, we're still late at night, just checking on an email or sending one or just doing a quick update or anything like that.
right.
People that are not entrepreneurs or in their own business sometimes do mistakenly and passionately because they want to open, like you said, a shop, but they are so passionate that they forget about the downside and the difficult
Yeah,
balancing act, right?
it is.
How do you balance work life, family, your beautiful grandkids, the whole deal?
Yes.
Mm,
Well, like today, I'm missing a football game, but I had already scheduled this, and it's okay because they all play sports, and we've got something going on every day. So I could never do anything. Yeah, I have to miss a few things, but um,
thank you.
it's just always something. And my grandson, I scheduled this day because football season would be over,
Yeah.
uh, but they were undefeated this season, and now they're in the playoffs. And
Oh, there you go. Yeah, 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 yeah,
but
yeah.
balancing that, you just have to learn. Of course, family comes first, but you also can't be that person that just goes canceling on people or just because you would
Yeah,
you know you
yeah.
can't do that. So you have to take it. I know it's just a little boutique, and sometimes people will say it's the cutest little boutique, and they don't think of all the behind the scenes things. But
It ain't little. They would in
it's
Texas say it ain't little.
yeah, it's
That's
a big
fine.
responsibility, and it's a lot of
Yes.
work.
Yes.
So I'm still trying to balance it, even though I don't know how I ever did both, working and um, having the boutique. But like I said, my manager's been a godsend to
Yeah.
me. But
Yeah.
I'm still doing a lot of the things that I did when I was working.
Yeah.
Um, and I'll just say this, my husband likes to watch a lot of sports and a lot of movies that I don't care anything about. So he's okay with sitting in the living room and watching his stuff, and I'm in my office on the
Yes.
computer, and we make that work.
Yeah.
But as far as time for family and things like that, I just, juggle it the best that I can.
Yeah. We're a
So,
little, I hear things that are like, We are the same in my household. I sit behind the computer or I grab my laptop and watch a movie at the same time. And
Yes, and will he say, "You're not watching the movie. You're not
but
paying
yeah,
attention."
yeah, I'm still kind of doing both, but at least we're there together in the space. And yes, Jim doesn't mind me working at all. And it's so important to have that supportive partner. He
Yes,
kind of got you excited and in it. So, but the fact that he loves that for you and it's so excited and now, of course, so supportive of your business
yes,
and being there,
very.
so important because not everybody has that. And then it
Right,
just becomes more and more and more stress. Like, why don't you come sit down now? Or why don't we have dinner ready?
yes,
That just doesn't exist when you're a business owner. So
right,
people forget that little part of, well, you can just say no. And I always say, well, boundaries is that word is easier to
yeah,
tell everybody that they should have it than really to imply it because
yes,
I totally feel what you're saying. Like you don't want to let people down. So if they're asking for something last minute, then
yeah,
yeah, for me, if people are in trouble as a coach, then I pick up the phone at 10 o'clock at night. I
yeah,
do that. And it's very important to have that support. And
yes.
life work balance is if you're passionate about what you're doing, then that is not such a
And I am.
deal anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
What about me time?
Um, well, when I'm at the store, I love it there, so that's a little bit of my me time.
Yes.
But my mornings are kind of my me time. The store doesn't open till 10:30,
Yeah.
so I'll get up and spend some time with my husband in the mornings. No
Yeah.
computer or anything, and then he'll
Yes.
leave for work, and I'll usually just watch the news and drink my coffee, and
Yeah.
I get at least a good hour in the mornings. Just we don't
Good
have
at
any kids
once.
at home or anything, so and like this weekend, he's deer hunting, so I have lots of me time this weekend.
Yes. Yeah.
So
I
it's
love that you said that because it's so important to have that routine, and a lot of women forget that. I teach on that a lot, right? Just a few hours in a day, if you wake up
yes,
for yourself, for your meditation, news, coffee, whatever it is, quiet,
yes,
your walk, whatever it is, that you're doing that for yourself is great. It's very
right.
helpful. Absolutely.
Even though I'm a people person, there are days or times when, well, every day I need my quiet time. Like you can't be on 24/7. You can't be smiling 24/7.
Good.
So there's
Absolutely.
just
Yeah.
times I want to sit in my gown and do nothing,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and I'm able to do that.
Yes, and
So
even if we love what we do, some days we just don't want to go in or do it. Yes,
I know,
absolutely. That's just human, and that's just having these days that you just want to hide in the closets.
yeah.
As a boutique owner, what is gift shop? You have a lot. What is the most, or what was the most challenging overall? Is it inventory? Is it know people? Is it getting people through the door? Is it being there, the
Oh,
expectations of people, or
getting
all the
people.
above? All the
Well,
above.
all of the above, but I guess one thing that I'm working with a retail coach, and people. It's not pre-COVID. Things are totally different. COVID kind of changed the world, and so when we first bought the store, the foot traffic came easy. But now, in my group that I visit with once a week that own boutiques, now it's about events.
Yeah.
It's getting out of your store and doing pop ups, and it's doing festivals and having events in your store.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because boutiques are closing. Like I'm also a member of a group called the Boutique Hub, and we have private Facebook pages where we trade inventory and things like that, and we share things. And every day I see the saddest stories where boutiques are going out of business, and I'm talking some with longevity.
Yeah.
And so it's about the hustle. And
Yeah.
so, if you don't mind me telling you just a few things, I've
Yeah,
got.
absolutely. That's what we're here for. Absolutely.
Yes,
Because that's what I wanted to promote today. I wanted to take all the time for people to hear it, what you're
yes,
offering. And in the first place, y'all. If you're local, we gotta shop local. That's my whole intent here to do this month about shop local. Let's come out, let's promote each other and help each other stay in business. Very
Right.
important. And if you're not the one, like I sometimes say, I'm so sorry, I'm not your best shop person, but I do promote you. And I mean, it's
Yes.
also people forget that if we don't tell others, to go and to do it,
Mm,
to get our stuff here, and definitely our holiday shopping. So yes, we have to refer. We have to refer each other,
yes. And
and
not just
really
that,
important. Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah,
If you have a friend that owns a business of any kind and you don't need their services, if they post something on Facebook,
yeah,
be sure to like it or love it.
yeah,
Make a comment, even if it's just, oh, hey, that's so cool. Or
yeah,
because of this algorithm, the more comments and likes that we get, the
absolutely.
more Facebook pushes it out.
Yeah,
Like I said, I have over 6,000 followers, and most of my posts are seen by maybe 150 because I can see those analytics.
yeah.
So the more you can, it doesn't cost a penny to just stop for a second and see
Comment,
something,
comment, comment. Yeah, yeah,
like or comment.
yeah.
I think it's even more for like a heart or something like that. So
And I so agree with you. And I want to also reiterate that because I felt the same last week. I was almost going to make a post. Is anybody seeing this?
I
And then
know.
for me, it was a lot of events out of town and I do a lot of online stuff. But is anybody just seeing it? I mean, because I felt so lonely. And it just takes the same thing, our marketing people that we work with. And I know you have a team that helps you and that tells you what to do. It's important nowadays to know what to do, to push it out. It just takes one comment to keep that going. And then
Yes.
everybody makes a comment. I get 30 comments and just, I'm going to ask for that next week. Give me 30 comments.
Yes.
Anymore. Starting. But tell me what you're up to this month and next month and what kind of
Okay.
events we can find because that's a lot of fun in town as well. A lot of fun.
Okay. Well, we just had two events this last week because we started carrying Brighton. So we had our launch parties.
Yeah.
Um, so on Wednesday evening, I had like kind of like a soft opening type thing, but it was for my star shoppers. It was a by invitation only,
Yeah.
and they got to see it and shop it first, and that was Wednesday evening. And then on Friday, which was yesterday, I had the big launch, for everyone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
two events last week.
Yes.
Um, Coming up this Saturday on the 16th, I'm going to have a booth set up at, it's called Get Your Jingle On, and it's at Mabank High School. And what I'm doing there is I'm setting up a table with stocking stuffers. I'm just going to fill it with stocking stuffers.
Oh, great.
Um,
Yes.
so
Yes.
that's always a good event.
Yeah.
Um, and then on November the 22nd, I'll be participating in Pink Friday, and that's a new movement. I know we have Black Friday,
Yeah.
and then the day after that, you have Small Business Saturday, which
Yes.
we always do great on Small Business Saturday, and I so appreciate our customers. But they're trying to start a movement to say, hey, we need we need something to come before Black Friday. So support local first. So on November 22nd is Pink Friday. And
Okay. Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
real new. It's been going on a few years, and I've celebrated it the last 2 years, and it hasn't been great, but I'm not going to give up on it.
No,
So
consistency is part of it. Yes.
yes,
Just keep going.
yes,
I think Renee mentioned it as well. Yes.
yes. So
Yes.
November the 22nd will be Pink Friday,
Yeah.
and then, of course, we'll do Black Friday and Small Business Saturday. And then, right after those, the very next weekend is the uh, Christmas boutique crawl.
Yeah.
And just real quickly about that, there's 12 boutiques that are part of this event, and they're all in the Mabank Gun Barrel City area. And each boutique will keep their own hours, and they'll each serve refreshments and do their own sales and giveaways in their store. But what you do is we pull together to pay for the advertising and everything. But
Mhm.
you get a card that you, at the first store, and it has all of the boutiques on it. And you only have to go to 9 of them to be entered into the drawing. We all
Okay.
donate. We all donate a $25 gift card,
Yeah.
and it goes to the chairperson, who is a boutique and tanning salon. And so she's open on Sundays. So you have Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday to go to her place and
Yeah, I
turn in your card.
understand. Yes, turn in
Yes.
your cards.
It,
Yeah.
so 9 boutiques, and we have a lot of customers that go to all 12. It's roughly 12 to 14
Yeah.
every year.
Yeah.
And so she does a big drawing on Monday for the gift cards, but I always do something special in my store. If they're going to 9 stores, I kind of want to be sure they're spending in mine.
Yeah.
So I will do a promotion, like maybe if you spend $50 here, you go into a drawing for a little Consuela bag or something. And
Yes.
um,
Yes. Yeah.
so, and all of the stores knows that they can do that, and we all help each other. So it's really a fun thing. Um, and
I'm
then of course,
definitely going this year. Yes.
yes, we need
So
to.
much
It's so
fun.
much fun. It's
Yeah,
so much
it is.
fun.
Yeah, it is.
And after that, I can't really think of any other events that I've got in December, because I'll be in the store every day just hustling for Christmas. But I've
Yes.
already I've already started planning an event for January, because January is our slowest month of the year.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of something really great to get people in the store to just keep me from bombing, because every year it is terrible. And it's that way for most boutiques.
Yeah.
So I'm really trying to think of something out of the box to where people come in, and I don't, I'm not looking for huge sales, because I know everybody's, tapped
Yeah,
out
for the
because of
holidays.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah.
you know,
But
20
it's
bucks,
building engagement, it's keeping
yes,
connected, it's the social connections, the people that say
yes,
I'll be back next month. Just hearing that and knowing that you have that support. It's not always about the money, but it's about
right,
knowing that you have that support.
yes,
That is really
yes,
important. Yes, it's really
exactly.
important. Good.
Yeah,
Well, then I want to know what's going on in January as well. I will do my super amazing best to keep promoting this local shopping shop
thank
local.
you.
Please do, everyone. Please do, because it is so important. And to just know how hard you work, girl, that you're amazing. You couldn't
Thank
be
you.
on the beach permanently by now. So sometimes we got something going there that we're still doing this. And
Yes,
if we're still doing this, then I know from Shannon, for instance, I know that you love it. You do it for others. You want to be there. You want to have a beautiful item stored and stocked. So this is important to support you. I want us to
thank
support
you.
you. Where can we find you on your website?
Okay, my website is marketstreetnest.com. And then, of course, my Facebook pages are Market Street Nest Boutique and Gift Shop. And then I have the VIP Market Street Nest. And then Instagram is Market Street Nest. So everything's Market Street Nest. So it should
Yes.
be, we are on Market Street in Mabank. And so
Yes.
and then it's just nest, like a bird's nest.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Very important for people to know. And I'm going to do it one more time when it comes to your website, marketstreetnest.com. Because
right.
you can start ordering today. There's a lot of beautiful clothes, there's shoes. We can order today and you can go online if you will, but don't forget to stop by in person at the
Yes.
Market Street in Maybank, Texas. If you're in the neighborhood, come on by and find Shannon in the shop. No, 6, 7 days a week. No, 6 days a week. When are you
If I,
closed? What
if
days
I
are you
can,
closed?
I work from home one day a week doing a lot of my things that I have to get done.
Sure. Yeah.
So
And what are the days that you're closed? Are you open all days of the week or?
Sunday is the only day we're closed. And I do want to say this. I'm not the only store on Market Street. So, like, if you're in the Dallas area, we're 45 minutes to an hour away from you. And we have a new shop opening. It's like a art gallery and an antique shop. But we have a
Oh,
couple of antique shops. We have 2 boutiques and a children's boutique coming.
yeah.
3 boutiques,
Yeah.
and we have 2 vendor shops that are huge, and they're divided up in vendors. And then at the end of our street, we have a truck yard. So I'm seeing more and more women come in groups, and
Yeah.
they're coming to Cedar Creek Lake because that's where we are. They're coming to Cedar Creek Lake and they're renting an Airbnb for a girls' weekend. And
Ah,
I hear their stories, but they're playing cards and drinking wine at night, and then they're coming to Market Street on Saturday or on Friday, and they're shopping. And you could literally spend a whole day on Market Street with all the shops that we have. And there's a great tea room on the street.
yeah.
Um, so it's a
Cooking,
it's a
great book,
short little
great book.
getaway.
Yes. Yes. I
So
love
come
that idea.
visit.
I really didn't think about that, but yes, girls, plan your retreat around Mabank, around Cedar Creek Lake, and come shop
Yes,
downtown Mabank. They made it, they fixed it up. The sidewalks are fixed up last year. It looks amazing. It looks beautiful. And around Christmas, it looks so festive. And then
yes.
up the street, we got a beautiful store that has all the Christmas decoration in the world. Just
Oh, a
fantastic
Christmas store. Yes,
decoration.
it's
Yes, the Christmas store.
amazing.
So there's so much to do around the holidays. So don't forget to bring a group of women. Come on to Texas and come on to our small town around Cedar Creek Lake. And definitely from Dallas, we're 45 minutes away. So
Yes,
don't get caught
yes,
speeding, right? But
yeah.
we're not far away. Thank you so much for today, Shan. I love to have you
Thank
on, and
you.
thank you for all of this great information. Thank you for watching today. If you're watching and if you're close by or make a trip to us, come see us. And you can definitely find the replay on YouTube. I'm going to send it to you next week. And we get the replays on our social media. And so you can hear more, promote local shopping people around this time of the year. Absolutely. And thank you for listening and watching today. I really appreciate that. And thank you, Shannon, for coming on. Bye.